Hey guys, it's Grant from Grant Bakes, and today I'm going to show you how to make a sourdough discard banana bread. And I better show you soon before I eat this whole loaf. First, get out a bowl for your wet ingredients. You're going to start with 2 eggs. That's about 50 grams worth of eggs if you're going by grams. After the eggs, go ahead and add 2 very ripe bananas. Like these should be pretty spotted or even black. The ones I'm using are super black, so about all you can do with them is make banana bread. But when bananas go darker, they get really sweet, so you won't need any sugar. Actually, we're gonna do 300 grams of sugar because this is my mom's famous banana bread recipe, and it's really sweet and it is amazing. I actually converted this recipe from my mom's original, which was just a standard banana bread, into a sourdough discard recipe. So I changed it up a little bit. The recipe is going to be in cups and also in grams in the description of this video. So go ahead and just cream together the banana and sugar and eggs. And to that, you're going to add 110 grams of oil, just using vegetable oil, and 300 grams of whole milk. You can use any type of milk that you want. Then 1 teaspoon of vanilla, or about 5 grams. Then stir all of that together. These are your wet ingredients. You could add the sourdough starter to the mix right now, but I actually forgot to do that. I'll add it in later, so do whatever you want. Now it's time for the dry ingredients. Add 250 grams of flour. I'm using all-purpose flour. Then a half teaspoon of salt, about 3 grams, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. That's about 5 grams, and that's what's gonna make this banana bread rise. The baking soda is going to react with the acidity from the banana and also the sourdough starter in this mix, and that's going to rise in the oven when it heats up. So banana bread is really one of my favorite quick breads and just a classic recipe. So just keep stirring these ingredients to get rid of any dry clumps of flour, and then you're going to add the sourdough starter. We're going to add 50 grams of sourdough starter into this mixture. It can be active sourdough starter or sourdough discard that you haven't fed in a while. It really doesn't matter either way because this is just kind of for flavor and for fun and not actually to make the bread rise. So it'll just provide a little bit of extra sourdough goodness. So keep stirring to get rid of any clumps from the sourdough starter, and you'll notice that this is a very liquidy batter. It might be not as thick as you're used to with banana bread, but don't worry, it'll turn out great. Grab your favorite bread pan. This is my favorite one. And I'm going to go ahead and line it with parchment paper because I don't trust nonstick pans when it comes to quick breads and batters. Here's my little trick for getting the parchment paper to fit a little bit more snugly into the pan. I just crumble it up a bunch to get a lot of little crinkles throughout the parchment paper, then unwrap it and put it back inside the pan. And then it's a little more form-fitting into the pan after that. You probably already knew about this trick, but that's my little parchment paper hack of the day. Then go ahead and pour in your batter about 3/4 of the way up the top of the pan. This should be enough batter for 2 of these loaf pans worth of batter. They are standard 2-pound loaf pans. I'll have a link to the pan I'm using in the description. You should be able to have 2 loaves of banana bread with this much batter, but since I only have 1 loaf pan, I'm gonna fill just something else. This little buttered dish I'm going to fill up with the rest of my batter, or almost the rest of it. And when your pans are ready to go, pop them into a preheated oven, preheated to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and bake them for 1 hour and 20 minutes. It might seem like a long time, but it works perfectly. They come out nice and golden brown on top, just like this. Look at that beauty. The first time I made this, I was like, there's no way this wet batter is going to puff up and turn into a banana bread, but it did. And this is the result. So go ahead and take it out as quickly as you can out of the pan and move it to a wired rack where it can cool. Make sure you let it cool for about 1 hour, maybe a little bit more, before you finally slice in, which is what I'm about to do. I don't know if people really do crumb shots for banana bread, but that is what I'm about to show you. So I'm just going to cut off this little end piece. What do you guys call that, by the way? The butt? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, here's a real slice. Check out this delicious and super moist sourdough discard banana bread. And you know there's only one way to eat this, and that's with a nice slather of salted butter. At least that's how we eat it at my house, and it is amazing. This banana bread is seriously so deliciously moist. I'm assuming that's from the really wet batter. I might do a little more testing to see what kind of batter really makes the best banana bread. But this one is seriously so delicious and like melt in your mouth, fall apart, delicious. I really want you to give it a try. So go ahead, the recipe is in the description. Get some sourdough, discard, and make some delicious banana bread. As always, if you like videos about bread, sourdough, and pizza, please stick around, subscribe to the Grant Bakes YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video.